FS1, Colin CowHerd, finally admits that he was wrong about Shedeur Sanders. Colin CowHerd finally admits that he was wrong about Shedeur Sanders. And also, ESPN Louis Riddick talks Shedeur Sanders. Lastly, NBA superstar Steph Curry is going viral right now. I got it all right here on Sports Talk with B. Watts. Do me a favor, do me a solid. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Hit that notification bell. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. Will you do that for me? All right. Look at here. FS1, Colin CowHerd finally admits that he was wrong about Shedeur Sanders. Listen to Colin CowHerd talk about this situation on his TV broadcast.
So I got into this discussion last night. We were talking about Shedeur Sanders, and he's a fan of Shedeur Sanders. And I said, you know, I could never understand how I missed that badly on a quarterback. I said I thought he was like a mid to late first round guy, maybe top of the second, and he dropped to the fifth round. But I was thinking about this. He's looked pretty good. I mean, Greg Cosell this week came on and said, yeah, it's early, but those are big time throws. So let's just say Shedeur Sanders does become a franchise quarterback. And through 3 starts with the weakest receiving room in the NFL, 32nd. Worst receiving room in the NFL, PFF, 32nd. Third worst offensive line, PFF. He's got nothing to work with. 5 touchdowns, 2 picks, 94 passer rating. Should also be noted that Shedeur Sanders did not get any work with the ones before he started, right? It was Dylan Gabriel getting all of it because Dylan Gabriel was a rookie. So he's got the 3rd worst O-line in the league, the worst wide receiving room in the league, did not work with number ones, and yet 8 of the top 12 teams drafting currently in the NFL at the top of the draft board are desperate for a quarterback.
That's Colin CowHerd talking about Shedeur Sanders' performance so far as a starting quarterback in the NFL, and he finally admitted that he was wrong. He can't believe that NFL teams went 5 rounds without drafting a franchise quarterback like Shedeur Sanders, especially when you knew your team needed a quarterback. That's unheard of. That's nasty work. But I'm glad that he finally admitted. Most of them who you see out there, they still ain't admitted. I was listening to a podcast, and this dude was on here talking about the Cleveland Browns football team would not be attracted to other coaches if they fired Kevin Stefanski. His name was Jason Lord. He keep hammering that the reason why the Cleveland Browns football team would not be appealing to other NFL coaches, you know what he said? It's the stuff that comes with Shedeur Sanders. When I first heard that, and I continue to hear that out of his mouth, he's on the podcast with G. Bush, the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. When he continued to say that, he the type of person that will go to the Capitol and raid the Capitol because of Donald Trump. Them the kind of people that talk like that. Here you talking about a franchise, a Cleveland Brown franchise, never had a franchise quarterback, but all of a sudden, you see Shedeur performing, he come along and raise your team to a new level, but you want to blame him for the success that the Cleveland Browns is having, and to say that the Cleveland Browns job is not worth having because of what comes with Shedeur Sanders. Who want to be around that? Well, only thing I'm saying, we just letting you know you missed out. You chose Dylan Gabriel, not us. Matter of fact, listen to a former Cleveland Brown standout, Hansford Dixon, talk about Dylan Gabriel.
He got more than a fair shot.
He was the starter.
Yeah.
Training camp, OTAs.
Yeah.
I mean, he was the guy.
I mean, we treating him like he
Well,
is.
no, I'm sorry. Flacco was the starter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we're treating Gabriel like he's the man. I mean, like he's a big-time quarterback. He ain't no goddamn big-time quarterback. I can look at him right away. I mean, tell him he's not a big-time quarterback. I mean, the little stuff he's doing, throwing the ball in the dirt.
That's Hansford Dixon talking about Dylan Gabriel. Once again, Jason Lloyd continued to say that the Cleveland Browns head coaching job would not be appealing to other coaches because of the Shedeur Sanders hype. That's nasty work. You talking about nasty work. Man, just come out and say, hey, I don't like Shedeur Sanders. I don't like Deion Sanders. You can't say you don't like the performance of Shedeur Sanders and the job wouldn't be attractive. Who wouldn't want a superstar quarterback? Who wouldn't want a franchise quarterback? Once again, family, those are the people that will say, hey, Donald Trump say, hey, go storm the Capitol. And them the ones will be the one. I'm going to call it like it is. I'm keeping it 100 with you. If you are out there and you don't like what Shedeur Sanders is bringing to the Cleveland football team as a franchise quarterback, yeah, you know what it is. Donald Trump said, go storm the Capitol. Yeah. Matter of fact, do the research. Go back and review the video. I bet you'll see him in the Capitol. Yes. Yeah, man, that's the ridiculous thing I ever heard this year. And for him to be allowed to talk about Cleveland football team, to talk about a quarterback, it's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, it is what it is, family. It is what it is. Let's listen to Louis Riddick of ESPN Cleveland talk about Shedeur Sanders. Louis Riddick.
With Shedeur, if you look at this game, against Tennessee in particular, look at the 3 touchdown throws that he had, and just think about it. I mean, the 2 in the end zone to, he had 2 of them, one to David Njoku. That was the first one, and the other one to Fannin. Exactly. The touch that he puts on that ball, and he's like kind of fading away from pressure. That's next level stuff. The touchdown to Jerry Jeudy, where he looks off the middle of the field safety so he can hit Jeudy on that slant, on that bang 8 that they call it, and then he splits them and goes the distance. That's next level stuff. That's the kind of stuff you would dream about a rookie quarterback being able to execute on a consistent basis. The conversation surrounding quarterbacks gets hijacked more times than not. Right. And it has nothing to do with football. And as soon as they start playing well, people go, boop.
Yeah.
Right. It's silence.
That's ESPN Louis Riddick talking about the performance of Shedeur Sanders so far as a starting quarterback, and especially this past game. That's legendary work that Shedeur is out there doing on that football field. Legendary, big-time quarterbacking. From a rookie who only been starting for 3 games, only had 3 weeks to have reps with the number 1 offense and go out there and perform the way he been performing. Go out there and perform the way he been performing. And so far, he's the best rookie quarterback that playing this year. There's not another rookie quarterback that have played like Shedeur Sanders have played so far this year. Am I right or am I wrong? Put it down in the comment section. There's haven't been a rookie quarterback that have performed better than Shedeur Sanders. Let me know. Let me know. Am I right or am I wrong? I'm just saying, family, Shedeur Sanders is him. That boy legendary. Boy, you better wrist it up. Put your watch on and wrist it up. Don't be no hater. No, it ain't time to hate. If you dislike him, hey, that's your problem. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But you can't deny what he doing out there on that football field. You can't deny the way he carried himself as a human being and as a young man, and especially as an African-American young man. I like it. I love it. I want more of it. Continue to go out there and put that work in, Shedeur Sanders. Continue to be you, and don't you let nobody change who you are, my dog. I promise you. If you do that, you will continue to be successful as a quarterback and as a young man in the United States of America. I promise you that. Hey, over there on Twitter, man, Steph Curry, a NBA superstar, is going viral. Why is he going viral, B. Watts? Watch it right here. Boy, that was cold, boy. This dude threw the ball court length and made it and ran out the court. Ran out of the ring. That's why he's going viral. Steph Curry really changed the game in the NBA. He changed the game in the NBA with his long distance 3-point shots. And for him to sit there at an entrance to the court and throw that ball court long and make it one try. Come on, man. Ain't nobody out there doing that. Ain't nobody out there doing that. You can go over there on TikTok. Ain't nobody doing that. I'm just saying, family. I'm just saying. But once again, hey, thank you for watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. Do me a favor. Once again, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, and share this video and hype this video if you don't mind. Anything you do will be highly appreciated. Once again, thank you for watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. Peace.
Yeah, yeah. They told me bust down my AP. Perfect time and got them nuggets up on my neck. I stay shining. It's never hard around my jewelry. Change the climate. I went and got that new Maybach. I stay grinding. They told me bust down my AP. Perfect time and got them nuggets up on my neck. I stay shining. It's never hard around my jewelry. Change the climate. I went and got that new Maybach. I stay grinding. New Maybach. These came from me. Yeah, they lying. Yeah, they lying. I ain't even hit my peak. I ain't trying. Nah. 100K for a signing. Okay. What they pay? They pay. Hey, got remind. One more time. In your city, no we litty. We handle these like every time. Face card pretty. Yeah, take her out to dinner and wine. She ain't never had her with all this motion fall in line. She said she need me. She know I handle business every time. They told me bust down my AP. Perfect time and got them baguettes up on my neck. I stay shining. It's never hot around my jewelry. Change the climate. I went and got that new Maybach. I stay grinding. They told me bust down my AP. Perfect time and got them baguettes up on my neck. I stay shining. It's never hot around my jewelry. Change the climate.